those of you who don't know me, my name's Rochelle, founder of Eat, Smile, Live. I've been trying to make this video for literally days, and it turns out that maybe I'm not so natural in front of a camera. So instead I've decided to rope in my husband, and he's going to ask me some questions which will perhaps be slightly more natural. And we've got Savannah here with us, my 3-month-old daughter. So, Josh.
Okay. So Rochelle, tell us about what you do and what we can expect in this video.
Okay, good question. So I'm a health coach, and I work with people on both nutrition and lifestyle. And the purpose of this video is really to tell you my story, how I came to become a health coach, and talk to you about my passion for helping women. I do work with some men, but mainly women, to really make the changes that they want for themselves and their families.
So what type of people specifically are you talking to in your business?
So,
and what are you hoping they'll take from the video?
2 questions.
2 in 1.
Okay, so as I said, I am mainly talking to women here, and women who, much like me, all my life up until 3 or 4 years ago now, have continuously struggled with or are struggling with yo-yo dieting, you know, constantly feeling like they need to weigh themselves on the scales, weigh every gram of food, you know, refusing to look at themselves in the mirror, not feeling confident in their own body. And I really feel like, and this is what really drove me to become a health coach, is that there are so many women out there like that, and it is just such a miserable existence. And I just feel like I know, in fact, from my own experiences, which I'm going to go into in a minute, it just doesn't have to be that way. You can actually just truly live your life and be happy. So from this video, I really want you to be able to, you know, realise that you can move forward out of that, and you know, you can do all of it without, you know, hunger and deprivation, misery, and you know, you really can do it. And that's, you know, what I hope that you will learn from this video.
Okay, so your diet then, what was your diet like growing up?
Growing up, my diet was pretty standard. My mum is a good cook, and there's a little bug joining us here. Yeah, my mum was a pretty good cook, and she would always prepare us fresh meals in the evening and on the weekends. However, like as I say, it was quite standard: crisps, biscuits, chocolate, fizzy pop. They were around. McDonald's, you know, was a treat from time to time, and certainly as I got older and had more sort of autonomy over my own diet, McDonald's became slightly more of a commonplace than perhaps the treat that my parents let it be. And yeah, I mean, it basically eventually led for me to gain weight. And like many young girls, I suppose, I'd always been told I was pretty, and that was my norm, and as society set that sort of standard for me too. And then as I grew up and my body changed, and I started to feel more uncomfortable with my body and the way that it was changing, I didn't feel that way anymore, and I guess the diet cycle really set in for me then.
So you mentioned earlier about people yo-yo dieting, lacking confidence, etc. I'm assuming this was a reality for you.
Oh yeah, totally. Like I said, like that diet cycle, it was a cycle. It was up and down, the yo-yo effects. And I certainly tried every diet there was under the sun. The maple syrup diet, the sweet tea diet, the cabbage soup diet. I went to Weight Watchers. You know, I did rosemary connolly. That was absolutely my favourite. I could tell you how many calories were in everything, and you know, knew everything that was above 5% fat, 4% fat. Sorry, I've already forgotten. So yeah, without doubt, like this was me. That was me, and I was miserable. I lost weight, no doubt, I did, but it's no surprise. I was starving myself, and in my worst moments, I was, really making myself sick, literally.
Okay, so probably a bit of an emotional one, but how does it feel to think back to that person that you used to be?
Yeah, it's pretty sad actually, but that really drives me to do the work that I do. I look back at that young woman that I was becoming, and I was smart and kind and generous, but yet all I could focus on was how I looked, and I was sad and probably essentially quite lonely, trapped in that little world of my own, constantly worrying about what people thought of me. I really wish I could go back and just give myself a hug and say, you don't have to live your life like this. You can eat and enjoy your food and be happy and be a healthy, balanced weight. And it's hard for me to think back to those years where I was just punishing myself constantly. It's really hard.
And those experiences, of course, led to you becoming eventually a health coach.
Mm-hmm.
What is the difference between being health coached and being on a standard diet or a cleanse, the usual quick fix?
Sure, yeah, so yeah, it did. It led to me becoming a health coach, and it gave me that passion to just really help women who struggle in the way that I used to. So the difference between health coaching and quick fixes, detoxes, etc., the difference is that it's a really in-depth process. It's slow and steady. So yeah, this is not a quick fix, but the reason for that is to really make sure that you embed it into your lifestyle. And what I want to do, and what I really hope that I do, and I believe I do with my clients, is empower them to take control back of their own bodies, take control back of their own diets, take control of, wanting to move, empower them to want to move their bodies and not just feel like they have to because they've eaten, an extra packet of crisps that day, or obviously working with me, they hopefully won't be eating crisps, they'll be enjoying more natural, healthy foods, but nonetheless, like, I work to empower people over the 6 months, so that by the end of it, it's almost like I'm holding their hand, and then by the end of it, we can let go of each other's hands, and they can just go free and know how to live happily, live a happy life, healthy, balanced diet, and have the power to, and the knowledge and the experience to pass that on, and to give that as a gift to their families too. Because, that really means a lot to me, that I can do this now. I can do this, yes, for my clients. It's really important in my professional capacity, but in my personal life, it means so much to me that I can take what I know and grow my children into healthy, happy adults that don't have to deal with any of that crap that I had to deal with. They'll know how to feed themselves healthily, why they do so, enjoy it, and feel confident in their own wonderful bodies.
Okay, you mentioned that 2014 is going to be a big year of change for you.
Yeah, well, actually, it did. Yeah, I mean, that, as you know, is the subject of this email. So yeah, 2014 is a big year of change for me. I've had Savannah, and I'm going to, sort of get back control of my own body. I know where I am around food. I've got that pretty settled for me, but I haven't been able to exercise in the same way as I like to while I've been pregnant. And so by the end of 2014, I know, that I'm going to rebuild my strength and my balance. And I really challenge you, like, where do you want to be by the end of 2014? Do you want to be still stuck in that same cycle? Slave to the scales, slave to the food industry and all those addictive foods? Or do you want to be free from all of that and live your life? Because, I promise you from personal experience, there's a really, really wonderful life out there to be led once you're free from all of that.
Okay, and finally then, what can people do if they want to take the steps to make the changes themselves?
Now, that's a really great question.
Thank you.
So yeah, normally I coach people one-to-one, and I love that. I love the intimacy of that. But I also realised that it's not accessible for everyone, both in terms of mentally accessible, but also financially. And I felt really inspired to be able to take out what I do and empower people on a bigger scale. So I'm going to be launching in June a community coaching program where people can work together, obviously with me, to achieve what they want for themselves by the end of 2014. Let's not just see more years slip away and, you know, and not be where we want to be for our own lives. Let's get there by 2014, and let's do it as a community. Let's do it together. So thank you, Josh, for the interview.
Thanks for your time.
He did suggest he might be challenging me like Jeremy Paxman, is that right? Thankfully he didn't. But yes, I mean, thank you so much for your time watching this, and I really hope that you've taken something from it. If you're watching this from the email that I've sent out in my newsletter, you'll see below more details about the community coaching program that I spoke of. But if you're not, please feel free to go onto my Facebook page. It's facebook.com/eatsmilelive, where you can contact me directly and also sign up for my newsletter, or you can email me at rochelle@eatsmilelive.com. I really look forward to working with you, hopefully, and thank you for your time.